Google stock is just collapsing in the last couple of days, maybe a week. It's insane how far. I think it's down like 17% in a couple of days. And the reason is obvious, is their stupid AI. It's not just the AI and the images. I mean, I don't know if you've been following this story or not. It's very interesting to me. But even on their verbal AI or whatever, the text AI, someone compared like who's worse, Elon Musk or Hitler. They said we can't pass a moral judgment on that. They're both bad. Someone else had written a book about don't give your kids trans hormones or allow your kids to have trans hormones or something like that when they're children. And someone said I can't remember the name of the author, but they compared her to Mao. And Google's AI again was unequivocally in saying we can't pass a moral judgment on this. They're both bad. It's crazy. And obviously the images they had were nuts. But if anything has come to my mind over the last 5 years, COVID and now the insanity that is the corporate media, the corporations as a whole, profit maximization for big corporations is not priority number one. It's just not, my friends. Which is stunning to me, because I always thought, oh, I'm going to sneeze, hold on a second. Excuse me, COVID! I always thought that corporation existed, and this is what Milton Friedman would have told us. Corporations exist for one reason only, and that is profit maximization to the shareholders. It's just not true. Maybe small businesses, profit maximization to their shareholders, being the owner of the company and whatnot. But large businesses, they aren't. I mean, I'm talking huge companies. They are there to serve whatever corporate entity put them up. I mean, whatever government entity put them up. And Google, Twitter, we know these guys are founded by CIA operatives and FBI. Twitter probably by the NSA and whatnot. But we know this. I mean, I don't know about Apple, Microsoft. I don't know. But if you think just Operation Mockingbird, man, there's legitimate stuff here. I mean, just think about it. If profit maximization was your number one priority, why would they ban all these people? It's like from YouTube, from PayPal. I mean, Owen Benjamin, who's making $30,000 a month on YouTube, they banned him because he said, kids should not be taking trans hormone stuff. Not only did he get banned off that, he's making all his money on PayPal. He got banned off. He got banned off of Airbnb. He's making, profit, and all because he said something on YouTube that YouTube didn't like. It's just, the whole thing is insane. Profit maximization is not a private entity's number one concern. It's not. It's serving the beast. And look, this video is on Google. It's YouTube's Google. I don't hate Google. But it goes to show you that if you're, this idea that corporations are somehow, dude, why'd you stop cutting people off? The idea that corporations are like, but this has been going back for years, decades. That's what makes me so frustrated myself. Is how did I not see this? I always wondered, why did the media always, in lockstep, all spew the same talking points for decades? I said, all leftist stuff, all at the same time. I said, why? I said, there's this huge a group of people from the right who are not being served, and there's nothing else. There's money to be made here, you know what I'm saying, by appealing to these people. And you could say Fox did it, and they did it to some reason, and then they they screwed it up, as what always is. Anytime you have a Republican establishment type that comes in, he'll sound good for a while, then he'll get bought out by the establishment, man. There's no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? These guys all take a ticket, man. They all take a ticket for mucho wealth that you and I will never see, because we're not going to take the ticket. Anyway, so we see. I never understood that, but I never put two and two together. I always thought like Microsoft, their whole point was profit maximization. Corporations, they want to be left alone by the government. It's just not true, man. These guys serve their masters. It's not even to serve the government master. They just, I don't know who the Rothschilds, the Rockefeller, I don't know who the masters are. I don't know. I frankly don't care to think about it because I don't want anything to do with them. But profit maximization is obviously not priority number one, or else Google would inherently not have a bunch of woke idiots running their AI. It's insane. Why would you piss off, the majority of your customer base? It makes no sense. Like, blacks don't want the stupid Google AI, treating them as babies any more than whites want to do is being treated as freaking all Nazis. It's insane. No one wants this. And yet, why would you hire people who think this is legit? Now Google is saying, oh, our teams are going to fix it. Well, they're teams that created this stuff to begin with. It's not profit maximization. It's not. That's why I'm telling you. And so Owen Benjamin says it best. There's all these idiots who say Social Security sucks, private corporations, whatnot. He says when he was banned on all these things, he could literally PayPal, Airbnb, YouTube, the whole thing, he could not make money. The only place he was able to get money was through the Postal Service. That was it. Because they're a government entity and they have to respect they have to respect free speech, by and large. It's very, very limited governments were mandating vaxes. Very, very governments were mandating that you couldn't say certain things about COVID. We'll just use that for example. Very few were. It's all corporations doing that crap. No, they're doing it on behalf of the government. I grant you, I guarantee the government's saying do this. But with that said, it wasn't the government that's forcing this on you. It was the private corporations. And this, again, the fascist state we live in, that's a conspiracy. It's not. It's big corporations and big government colluding. That's exactly what's happening. But anyway, so Owen Benjamin said the only place he could do a show was at a library, and the only way he could get money was through the U.S. People sending him checks. PayPal didn't want his money, even though PayPal was making money off it. I thought profit maximization was a primary objective for corporations. It's just not. And so now we're seeing Google just fall apart. I don't know what's, look, I like Google. I mean, I don't trust their search engine anymore, though. I'll tell you that right now. That's the thing. When you lose the trust of your customers, I meant to go to Kroger. I have to get back out there. When you lose the trust of your customers, Google's whole point is organizing information and giving it to you in an efficient, fair way. I don't trust Google. I mean, I haven't trusted Google for a long time. I don't trust DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo blew it too when it came to the Ukraine stuff. They said, we are going to put pro-Russian, whatever, and what was pro-Russian? They didn't say. We're going to put pro-Russian stuff behind the pro-Ukrainian stuff in a search engine. They said it explicitly. I said, why would you ever say that? What was pro-Russian, what was pro-Ukrainian? Well, DuckDuckGo was going to tell us. And I've never used them since. I said, I can't trust you, man. You know what I'm saying? Google, I thought was going to be legit when it came to non-political. Like, I know Google's political stuff is insanely left-wing. So if you type in who's running for president, I assume you'll get a million things on Joe Biden and then negative stuff on friggin', Trump. It's crazy. I can't trust some of the political stuff. And now I'm starting to hesitate if I can trust them on anything else. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say I want to type in crime statistics. Is Google going to give us fair numbers on crime statistics? I don't think so. They'll show us some professor from freaking, Yale who says, oh, the crime statistics, we need reparations. Will they show us the search engine for actually the FBI data center? And then on top of that, is the FBI even repeating or reporting crime statistics correctly? I mean, the guy that they murdered, that cop, the chief of police in Las Vegas, is now being listed as white when he's absolutely Spanish. He ain't white. Kind of like George Hernandez, the white Hispanic. And I don't know. I don't trust the government, but I don't trust Google when it comes to stuff either. And that's the thing, man. Trust but verify. But once you lose your ability to be trusted, I won't buy a Google phone. I'll tell you that right now. Crazy. I'm on a Verizon. I'm sure Verizon sucks just as bad as Google, but at least Verizon is hiding it. I won't buy a Google phone. I'm not going to change my email. I still use it because I've been using it for so damn long. I'm not going to change it, but I'll try to watch the stuff I use on Google because I just can't trust them, man. Look, I know they monitor my email. They do this. They don't shy away from telling us. I get that, and I've come to the conclusion, hey, that's the cost of doing business. Whatever. I don't do anything profound on my email or anything like that. I get that. But you can't, the whole point about Google is this assortment, the arrangement of data. And when you violate that, man, I hope you have some other side project in mind because, what else are you going to do to earn the trust of your customers? And if you don't earn the trust, what are you going to do to get your stock back? Anyway, it's interesting. We'll see how it shakes out. All right, God bless.